Hey, Faith and Glam fam. Hey, Faith and Glam family.
It's Ev,
It's Stephanie.
and we're back with Faith and Glam. So grab your popcorn, your mother, bring your father, bring your auntie, bring everybody you know because it's testimony time.
Testimony.
Woo, 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 woo. So my sister Steph is gonna share her testimony on how she gave her life to Christ. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the testimony. Okay, take it over, sis.
Hey guys, welcome. I am excited to share with you guys such a powerful and amazing testimony that has changed my life forever. As you can tell, there's something different about me. My hair is done, my makeup is done, my nails are done, everything is done. And when you get your makeup done, when you get your nails done, when you get your hair done, you feel so refreshed, you feel so alive, you feel so good, you feel like you're on top of the world. And that's exactly how I feel since I gave my life to Christ. And the reason why I went a little extra with my appearance was because Christ has literally made me feel beautiful, made me feel refreshed, made me feel alive, not just on the outside, but on the inside. Let's get ready. Go get your popcorn, sit down, and get ready to hear what God has done in my life and what He can do for you. Reason why I feel so good now, why I feel so alive, why I feel so happy, why I feel so joyful, why I feel like there is hope is because of Christ. But it wasn't always like this. I felt like my life was a nightmare. It all started when my mother was diagnosed with brain tumor, and my faith gone at that point, because my mother was a woman of God. She loved God with all her heart. She talked about God everywhere she went. She went to church all the time. She was in children ministry. She loved God so much that when she was in the house of the Lord, she was at home. So that's where my faith began to be tested, because I was like, okay, she serves a God who everybody says is the Almighty. He's amazing. He's glorious. He does miracles. He's a way maker, a miracle worker, a light in the darkness. But here's my mom sick. And I was just like, what is going on here? Like, aren't you not supposed to heal my mom? Or isn't my mom supposed to be a healthy woman because she serves you? That was the start of my doubts in God, in my faith. And years went on and my mom ended up passing away. And when she passed away, I had to take on the role of a mother, of a sister, of a daughter. I had to take on so many roles, and I was just about to start college, but I had to hold off on that because I have a younger brother who at the time was about 7 or 8, and I was just angry. I was like, why me? My sister's gonna go away to college, my brothers are gonna go away to college, and I can't because I have to take on a mother role because God decided to take my mother away. I was very, very angry. At my mom's funeral, people were saying, you have to be like her. You have to follow God. Even regardless of what happened, keep following God because He's faithful. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow God. I was like, no. Like, I would walk away and I was like, no, I'm not following God because He took my mom. Like, how are you gonna do that too? I still needed to learn how to cook. I still needed to learn how to be a woman. Like, who's gonna teach me to be a woman? My dad can't. My dad is a man. And she left 4 children behind. So I was just like, no, I'm not following God who took my mom. There's so many evil people in this world, and He takes the woman who serves Him. He takes the woman who loves Him. He just took her. So after my mom's passing, it was the start of these dark clouds over my life. Then I realized, okay, my mom passed away, but I still have a boyfriend. Like, he's still gonna love me. He's still gonna be there for me. I was wrong. So being with him, I began to just have insecurities. I began to have anger problems. I began to have jealousy issues. I began to have trust issues. I began to just become this person that I wasn't. And I went into the relationship thinking that my mom died, so I can rely on him. He can give me love. He can be there for me. He can appreciate me. When you go into a relationship broken, the relationship is going to be broken because you're broken yourself. You don't have standards. You feel like as low as you can possibly be. And as time went on, I began to just lose myself. At one point, I knew the relationship was hurting him and the relationship was hurting me. So I had to get out, but I couldn't. Until one day, when I called my best friend and I said, I need your help. He took me to this park. When I got there, I wanted to vent to him about everything that was going on. And he said, just look at the stars. And I said, but I want to talk. He said, no, just look at the stars. Lay down. And I was like, why doesn't he want to hear me out? Why don't you want to hear me out? I'm in pain right now. So I laid down after a while with like being angry because I was mad. But that was the best thing that he could have done. Because I laid down and I looked up and I looked at the sky and I started to look at the stars and the moon and just, I looked at how the world was created. And I remembered, I was like, this was God's creation. So I looked up to him, and since my friend told me not to talk, in my head, I was like, God, if you're there, take this pain away. Take these emotions and these feelings away. I don't want to be attached to this person who doesn't respect me, who doesn't love me, and I don't respect and I don't love. And that night, after we left the park, I went home. I went to my backyard. I looked at the sky again, and I said, God, remember what I said at the park? Help me. I need you. The next day, I woke up. All those feelings, all those emotions, all that love I had for him were just gone. And I thought, okay, I'm free. I'm good. That was like the week of my 25th birthday party. From that day on, my life became all about drinking. Because I was all about him at one point. I lost my mom. I wasn't about my mom. Then I was about him. Now he's gone. Now where do I go? I started drinking. I started going to the club. Friday, actually. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Friday nights. Saturday nights. Sometimes Sunday nights. When I tell you, I thought that was my joy. I was like, yes, I'm partying with my friends, drinking with my friends, I'm having a ball, I'm having a good time. Time went on. I did this for about a year. Just drinking, getting drunk, getting completely drunk to the point that I would black out. Just hiding my pain with drinking. Drinking made me go into a place where I could forget everything, where I could forget reality, where I could pretend like I'm happy, pretend like this is the life, this is where I want to be. And when in reality, it was a cry for help. One day, I woke up and I blacked out the night before. And I was like, is this life? Is this what fun is about? I hide my pain through drinking, but I wake up the next day still hurt, still in pain, still lost. And I had realized that, but I kept drinking and kept drinking. But now this time, every time I kept drinking, I would wake up and I would be like, what am I doing? Like, it was no longer something I wanted to do, but it was like doing it because everybody was doing it because it just became part of me. I decided I'm gonna go to church. Everybody's saying that God is a God of peace, God is a God of love, God is faithful. I was like, okay, if I have nothing left, then let me give him a try. So I decided to give my life to Christ. Once I gave my life to him, that all changed. He became my peace. He became my joy. He became the person that I love and that loves me back. He really loves me back because he's so faithful. He loves me no matter what. Through my struggles, even through my pain, he cries with me. And giving my life to Christ was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I am no longer the angry person that I used to be. I don't come home and I'm yelling at people anymore. I carry this light in me because he's light. I carry this love in me because he is love. I carry this peace in me because he gives us peace that surpasses all understanding. I went from searching to what was next in my life, in my own strength, to finding out that he is my strength and that he has a plan for me. That his plans are not for disaster, but for a future and hope. And he has rescued me. He has lifted me up and set me on solid ground. When I tell you that giving my life to Christ was one of the best things I've ever done, it has been the best things that I've ever done. And I can tell you today, he has broken off every chain of depression, every chain of loneliness, every chain of discouragement, every chain of insecurities, every chain of trust issues, every chain of everything that I carried throughout the years that I was doing things on my own strength. He has been my rock. I can't thank him enough because life is so much better with him. So much better with him, and this is only the beginning. I've given my life to Christ for about a couple months now, and where he's taking me to places that I never thought I would be. I'm speaking to people about his love. I was this person that I became an atheist, and now I'm in love with God. I'm in love with just being in his presence. I'm in love with just being in fellowship with other believers. Like my life, I look back and I'm just like, wow, I'm sitting here reading the Bible. I used to look at the Bible and be like, that's a boring book. Like, who wants to read the Bible? You can relate to so many things in the Bible. It's just amazing. Like, when you really take the time to allow the Holy Spirit to just let you come in, when you read the Bible, you get to see that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So those insecurities that I got from my past relationships, I know that I am made in the image of God. And if God created all these beautiful things, the trees, the rivers, the animals, they are beautiful things in this world, and he made them. So if he made me, I'm beautiful then. Fearfully and wonderfully made. He has literally removed everything, even the dark cloud that was forming above my life. Even the darkness around me is gone. I am full of joy. I walk in faith. I walk with hope in my heart. Giving my life to Christ allowed me to walk into the freedom that God had prepared for me and had it for a while now. So I just want to say to you that, many of you could relate to a lot of things that I've dealt with, from a family member passing to a relationship that may have not been as good as you wanted it to be. And then just drinking your life away because you're thinking that was just something to fill up the voids that you had. I'm here to tell you that he is the way, his word is truth, and he is life. So through him we have life, and I'm excited to see what God has for me. I'm excited to see what God has for you. Life may not be easy all the time, but with him, it's so worth it. He gets you through it. His strength is greater than ours. So I just encourage you to, if you're going through something, if you think that life is just crumbling down, if you feel that dark cloud that I felt, I'm here to tell you that he can remove that for you. He did it for me, and he can do it for you. I love you guys.
And that was a great testimony that Steph shared with you guys and with me. I hope you guys feel encouraged. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to hit us up. Our Instagrams are going to be down below. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. We love you, and we'll be back with my testimony. It's Faith and Glam. We're literally walking in faith, and I'm glamming her. You know, I did her makeup.
Yes, she did, guys. Shout out to
Book
her.
me.
If you guys want her to do get ready with me, let her know, because
let me
look at
know.
this makeup.
And yeah, so stay tuned. Comment, share, subscribe, like. We love you. Be blessed.